Okay.
I do want to tell you, welcome to the podcast. This is the first podcast with a rebrand. Okay, so it's not called VZ no more. You know, it's not Now One Vibes no more.
What is it called?
Majestic.
Majestic.
It's the Majestic podcast.
Okay.
You know, I always had the Majestic the name Majestic for like several years on my Instagram. So I was like, it would be better if my Instagram name is ALX Majestic and my podcast is Majestic. Don't you? I mean, it makes sense, right?
It adds up. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's easy
Catchy.
to find me. Yeah, because the whole word of vibes is like very like.
Because it's like when you look somebody up, it's like you think of their name. You don't think of like, if it's very known and for years, then obviously you would know. But if it's like a growing process and you got to just go with your thing.
Yeah. Like
So they'll be like, oh.
It's like a twin one, you know?
Yeah.
Majestic. It's on both things, you know?
Yeah.
But how are you, though? Well, what's your full name, by the way? Let the people know what's your name.
My name is Alexis Ernestina Miera.
Damn, full government name. Okay.
My full government name.
Okay. So how you been, though? Like, I brought you to the podcast. You know, I know you for maybe 2 years.
2 years.
Around 2 years, you know, on the bar scene.
Yeah.
How you doing, though?
I've been content with my life.
Yeah.
I've been doing okay. I don't want to lie and be like, I'm great. But I'm very content with my life right now. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful.
How old are you?
So, 21.
21. Okay. So I brought you to the podcast because, like, we just did a whole public interview, you know, at Cincinnati in El Paso, Texas. And you went viral for a little video we did together, which I asked you, like, smile if you cheat. And it went viral. It was crazy.
I'm still smiling right now.
It was a good video. I'm going to let you redeem yourself right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
That's your camera right there.
Let me fix myself. Just kidding. Ask me.
Smile if you cheat. All right. But why'd you smile last time?
It's because I feel like I was just like... I mean, there's no excuse for me smiling, but I've never been like... I've interviewed with you maybe like a long time ago, but it was...
I interview again?
Yeah,
What?
but I think you were like kind of fucked up. But it was like it wasn't even like on the topic that we were talking about just recently.
Yeah.
It's very different, but I smiled because I didn't mean to, but I was like having a good time.
Yeah.
I was, being watched. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know, I just smiled. I feel like I'm like, whenever I'm drunk.
What do you think about that video?
Got my ass.
What do you think about that video? Like, you went viral because you smiled and then you have all these negative comments on the video. Like, what did you think about that?
I've been wanting to talk about this because I'm a Leo. And I'm a sensitive person. Usually Leos aren't like sensitive, I think. But I got a lot of comments that I was like very much like, oh my goodness, this is kind of hurting my feelings. Like the way like
so cyberbullying hurt your feelings?
No, yeah. I honestly, I'm very, not that I'm sensitive, but it's just like I feel like I'm a person that's not one to go, like, if I see a crazy video, I'll think in my head and just be like, damn, that's crazy. Like, she's crazy for that. Or, like, she's dumb for that. But I feel like I'm not one to, like, I'm not going to judge people. I'm not going to, like, I'll think it to myself and be like, that's stupid or, like, that's dumb. Or, like, she's stupid or, like, he's dumb. But for people to literally comment in the post, like... It's not that they were even, like, commenting about, like, why, if I was a cheater, like, this and that, which I saw that, but...
So you never cheated?
I've never cheated.
Never?
Never. I've only been in one relationship in my entire life.
What? How long was it?
It's embarrassing. It was, like, when I was in high school. But, he's not going to see this because he doesn't even live here. It was, like, 10 hours away. But, no, I was in a relationship for a little bit, and then...
Why do you think people cheat, though? Like, what do you think is the purpose of cheating?
I feel like the purpose of cheating is, like...
But, okay.
I feel like a lot of people still don't understand why people cheat. Like, even women in relationships, they'll never understand why a man cheats.
Like, why do you think women cheat?
Why do I think women cheat?
Yeah.
I think that women cheat is because whoever they are together with or dating, they obviously see qualities. Like, obviously, a man can bring something to the table that they're dating, right? But they're not bringing enough that they see in another man that's giving them attention.
Mm-hmm. So you think men
and
are
I feel
lacking?
Like
You think men are lacking? That's why women cheat?
I feel like that's why women cheat, is because they think that the person that they're with is not bringing enough to the table, so they see this person.
What is
here.
enough to the table?
What is enough to the table? I feel like enough to the table is just like being a man, like being manly. Because I've dealt with situations where I've been with a person or I've talked to a person and I'm like so deep with it. I'm so not in love yet. I have love for them, but they've brought, like, I've seen their qualities that they bring and it's not very like manly. So I feel like obviously I've seen other men that do other things than them and I'm just like, oh wait, like, not that I cheat because I'm literally single, but I've seen other qualities that everybody has different qualities than another man.
So you think a man should be masculine and women won't cheat if he's masculine? That's what you're trying to say.
I guess, yeah. I don't think I'm trying to say that.
So you think women cheat because a man is not masculine enough?
Yeah.
Like, what brings masculinity though? Like, what are the certain things for a man to be masculine, for the girl not to cheat?
I feel like for a woman to not cheat, if I was a cheater.
Yeah, like what's a masculine guy?
Okay, so for example, a masculine guy for me is like, obviously, I'm going to bring up my dad. They passed away, but for me to not have a dad in my life, what I want from a man is, like, if my tire is flat, I want you to come and help me.
And fix it.
Because I'm not going to call my mom and tell my mom to come and fix it. Like, that shit sucks because it's like, it's just like I don't have a man figure in my life. I think that's where we go back to where it's like, yes, like a lot of people have both of their parents together and that's good for them. But some people don't have like their parents to help them or their dads to help them. And I feel like maybe like the biggest turnoff for me is like if I'm stuck in a situation where I need help, I would expect my man to come and help me. Because like, I mean, you should already know like my situation in life. Like, I don't have a father. They're gone. So I would expect them to be like, let me help you. Like, let me find a solution for you. Let me, like, I feel like as a man, like, you should not let your woman stress about having to fix a problem.
Yeah, I always said that in a relationship, the man should always be the stressed one, while the girl should be the one that brings peace to the man. You know, and if it's the other way around, the girl brings stress to the man.
Yeah.
He's going to want to leave that relationship because he's not at peace there. Yeah. You know? So, like, yeah, a man should definitely know how to change a tire, fix the normal things in a car. You know, fix the normal things in a home.
The basics of
the basic
whatever.
Things, yes, of course.
I'm not asking you to build me a house. I'm just asking you to like find solutions for me, so to the point where I don't stress.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because who am I gonna call? I'm not gonna call my dad. Like, he's gone.
Yeah. I mean,
I would like to have my man that's wanting to be with me.
Yeah.
That's wanting to care for me, to find solutions to help me.
Yeah. I think me and you can like relate on that subject where we grew up without a father, you know, maybe in different circumstances,
but still.
But how different is it from you being a woman growing up without a dad? Because mine's way different from yours, probably. But did that like affect you of how you think about man? Like, because you never really had like a man in your life.
Yeah.
How did that affect you?
I feel like it affected me in different type of cycles, but with my dad's passing away, my mom, obviously I want the best for my mom, but it's like she's a single woman, so it's hard for me to find a man that's gonna be like, oh, like, I'm gonna take care of you, and I'm not talking about financially, like
Yeah.
just because I feel like when someone passes away, when you don't have that person, like a father figure in your life, it's kind of hard to like let a man in, because it's like, what do you have to bring to the table for me to trust you? Because every other woman with their fathers, they're like, if they have a flat tire, they're gonna call their dad, they're gonna fix it, he's gonna help them, you know. But with me, I call my mom, and it's like, oh well, let me see what I could do, you know. But if I have a significant other, I would expect them to be like, you know what, I want to be there for you and help you. And I'm not talking about pay for my shit, but just help me find solutions to my problem.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
All right. Well, first of all, I mean, we've been talking this subject for a little bit, but we did have a few drinks, you know, so it's a little bit hard to, you know, makes sense right now, you know. But I did want to talk about that because, like I said, we relate on that subject. On my side, though, is like I grew up without a father, so the things that you want from a man, I had to learn from myself.
For yourself.
You know, like no one taught me how to change a tire.
So I have a question for you.
What question?
So without growing up with a father, men nowadays are supposed to be that man that's the provider. So how did you learn to be the provider for?
I'll be honest. I think I did a lot of mistakes in my early relationships when I was very young, because I didn't know how to be a man. I didn't know how to be like a manly figure to someone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have broken a lot of hearts when I was very young, you know, 18, 19. Now I'm way older, so I know how to treat a woman. I had to learn with myself. With mistakes, I had to learn, you know, just experience. So it was really hard because, like I said, I didn't know how to be a man and a father figure, you know. And there's those things you got to learn with life. And you know, I'm sure my security, like, well, he's not on the camera, but I'm pretty sure with him having a father figure, he learned those things really quick. And me, I had to learn by my mistakes, which sucks.
Yeah.
I do wish I would have had a man in my life as a man, a father that could have taught me all those things earlier, you know?
Yeah.
I would have saved myself time. I would have not broken a lot of hearts.
But you learn from it.
Yes,
so
but like,
know.
Then again, with time, I gained, I guess, a bad reputation of being a bad man for not being good in the earlier days.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I feel like I've dealt with men that are like, oh, like my dad this, my dad that, like, which is good. Like they teach them, you know, how to act as a man, or like how to provide for the women in your life. But it is different because you had to learn by yourself.
I mean, you're barely 21. I mean, I'll ask you this: are you trying to like find love now, like a long forever type of love, or at 21 you're just like, you know, like let's see where it goes. It can work. It cannot. Like, what are you looking for right now? Or are you not looking at all?
I wouldn't say I'm not looking, because my perspective on love, I feel like everybody in El Paso, like, you're never going to find love. Like,
you think so?
I literally hear from everybody, like, it's so bad. Like, you're not going to find love. You're not going to find this. And I feel like I'm going to be honest with myself. I'm a bartender, and I've been doing it for, like, almost 3 years now. And it is hard to, like, find love because, obviously, like, me personally, this isn't my job, bartending. Like, it's great money, but this isn't my job that I want to do forever.
Yeah.
Like,
do you think being a bartender kind of damages your reputation?
Yes.
Why?
Because men be like, oh, that bartender this, that bartender that, that bartender that, and they just think the negatives of everything. But it's like, me, I feel like I grew up in a different way where I'm just like, I'm doing it for the money, and I'm making my money, and I'm going home, and I'm trying to make my family proud, and I'm making myself proud.
Yeah, but as a bartender, you do gotta, like, in a way, flirt with a lot of men to make your money, and that kind of damages your reputation, don't you think?
I think it does, yeah.
Yeah. So like,
I mean, I've dealt with men that are like,
so like men
oh,
have a
you're
bad
out here
men
doing this
yeah.
and you're flirting with them, and I'm like, but I'm not leaving with them. I'm leaving
No.
with you. I'm not.
No, but
I don't
men
want them.
have a bad image of you if you keep flirting with different men at bars. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of been.
Bartenders are red flags.
You think so?
That's what everybody says.
But do you think so?
I feel like to an extent.
I feel like bad bartenders affect everyone's reputation as a bartender.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, I've known friends that are like in relationships with, you know, they're bartending, but they've been with this individual for like 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it, but it's like they come to a point where they're just like, they're tired of it. Like, they don't want to deal with it. Like, it's a lot of pressure. Like, you deal with so much men that are just like I deal with disrespectful
like
men.
would you date a guy bartender that he's flirting with women and shit for his money? Why are you thinking about it? You're a bartender. Why are you thinking about it?
I feel like I wouldn't, because I've worked in the bar industry and I worked with like guy bartenders. I don't talk to them, but like they're a little extra, but the barbacks.
So you're saying
I've heard, like, I've seen and I've heard. It's crazy because you would think the bartender guys get the most girls. Yeah. I promise you. It's the barbacks.
So you're saying bartenders and barbacks cheat?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I have so much tea, but that's another story for another day. But I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, barbacks, they get more than I feel like the guy bartenders.
Really?
Yes.
See,
I've seen it.
Well, see, that's why it's hard for me to believe that you're loyal as fuck.
Why?
Because you're in the bar industry and like.
Okay.
I mean,
tell me why.
I mean, let's just say like me and you, like we're trying to do something. Like I'll be like, man, like this girl's a bartender. Like she's out there, you know, like owners of bars know her. Like she's exposing herself out there. So it's like, I don't know, like if someone could take you serious, you know.
I feel like that's why I don't want to bartend not anytime soon, but like I want to be done with it soon. But it's good money. Like everybody knows that it's good money, but that's exactly where I go back to where I'm like, I believe in love and I love love. So I feel like I wouldn't date somebody right now because of my work situation, because I feel even guilty as myself because I have to go and freaking play my part with all these men. Yeah. So they can, you know, pay my bills. But not that I'm with them or I'm being with them, but every other bartender knows that like they have to play their part, and it's not even going back to just making money for themselves, but making money to. So
if a guy comes up to you and he tells you, "I want you to stop bartending," would you do it? A good man though, a good man in your life. A good man. A good man. He tells you, I want you to stop bartending.
It depends. Like, what is he offering for me?
Okay, would you stop bartending for a good man in your life?
A good man that makes me happy.
Loyal.
That's loyal.
Yeah. Would you stop bartending for a good man?
I would. Yeah. To be in love and to have that good life and the life I always desired, I feel like I would. I would.
I don't know if I want to believe you.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like low key a woman does enjoy the bartending life though.
I'm drained and I've only been in it for like 3 years.
That's a lot. 3 years?
Mm-hmm. But I mean, there's everybody who's been in there for like 10 years. So, I mean, I'm not judging, but I see myself in 5 years, hopefully, like married. That's how everybody thinks. But
what are you doing besides bartending?
Just bartending. Which is so sad.
So you have nothing. You have nothing on the backside of just bartending.
No, I don't. At the moment, no.
So
why are you making it seem like it's bad? I'm just,
it's not.
Working.
It's
I'm
not.
Just working.
Yes, but that's what I'm trying to say. If a man comes up to you and be like, "Yo, stop working at bartender," you're just gonna be a
Okay,
like,
but what is he bringing to the table for
everything.
me to accept?
Everything, though. He's gonna be
That,
loyal. He's gonna pay your bills. You know, but he will ask though. Think about it. He's gonna ask, well, I want you to cook for me.
Okay.
I want to get home to a nice, clean house. Everything, You know, I want affection. I want intercourse. Are you gonna provide all those things for him?
Yes, all of the above. Because it's rare to find a man that's like willing to step up and be like, yeah, like
It's not rare. They're out there.
I mean, they're out there, but I mean, it's hard to find somebody that's like that, like understandable, to be like, okay, I'm gonna do this for you. If you want to quit your job, let me know. I'll provide this for you. Then I'd be like, okay. But it also depends about like how long you've been with them as well, because anybody could just say that.
I do want to ask though. I want to get back to the video I recorded about you. Why do you think on Instagram there's so much hate? Like there's no positivity on Instagram. Like everything that goes on Instagram is always hate. It's always negative. Like why do you think on Instagram is hate and then TikTok is like positive? Have you seen that?
Yes, I have. I feel like I don't even know, because I'm literally not the type of person to comment on somebody's fucking posts or just any negative vibes. But of course, everybody who sees that post, like obviously that you saw me and I smiled and I did all that stuff, and I just, are you asking me like why is everything negative?
Why is everything negative on Instagram? Why is everything positive on TikTok?
On TikTok, I feel like there's understandable people on TikTok because everybody's literally always on TikTok. And I feel like there's always going to be hate, though. Like, I have to realize myself, like, there's not going to be a post that's viral and that goes good and that, like, you're seen in. And it's just always good comments and everything.
Unfortunately, the thing that people gets the most viral, the more views, is the negative. You know,
negative,
and I've noticed a lot on Instagram makes you hate people. Yes. On TikTok, it makes you love people. You know, on Instagram is always something negative. On TikTok, there's something about a family. There's something about a baby, a dog, and it's just like lovable, positive things. And it sucks, you know, because I feel like the things that should go viral should be positive. You know, and I'm guilty of that because my content is very negative. You know, I just went viral because of a video of a white girl that I said, you know, why are you talking a certain way? And
she's foul for that.
I did it on purpose. She could
have been more respectful though. Like
I'll say it here right here. Okay, I did it on purpose.
Yeah.
I knew by me being very pushy was gonna go viral.
It's gonna go viral. Yeah.
I'm not that type of person, but that's the thing that sells. Yeah. You know. And people that want to make money
love seeing that.
Yeah, people that want to make money on social media have to sometimes go negative on.
There's never a negative without a positive.
This is a clear thing. Instagram, my video's up. It's going viral. TikTok banned my video, pushed it down, removed it, deleted it.
Did you post it?
Yes, and that's what I'm talking about. Instagram loves negative and TikTok loves positive.
Yeah.
If you post something negative on TikTok, they're gonna take it down. That's what I'm trying to say. It sucks, like someone who's a video creator, because you gotta know what to post in certain areas. And I mean, your video is on TikTok, but it didn't go as viral as it did on Instagram.
I saw the negative comments, so I was like, no.
It's a negative. I'm gonna let you redeem one more time.
Okay.
Right here.
All right.
If I was so nice to not post this as well. You probably don't remember.
Okay, tell me.
You ready? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
It's gonna put me on the spot.
Name me 3 countries that is not U.S., Mexico, or Canada.
Right. Okay. Japan. Paris. And I was gonna say Mexico, but I know that's wrong already.
Come on, one more.
Are you gonna give me another chance?
One more.
Okay.
Dubai. So her countries were
What were my countries?
Japan, Paris, and Dubai.
That is so bad. I already know.
Alexis, I let you redeem yourself, and you were wrong one more time.
One more time to try again?
No, I'm just saying you were wrong one more time.
So I got one wrong.
You got two wrong.
Oh.
Actually, maybe three. You fucked up.
Okay, yeah.
It's France.
I was close.
And Dubai.
No, that's so
It's a city.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm like, don't ask me
the
to
dreams
stop.
got to me.
I literally
but
cheated.
on the interview we did,
school.
you said North Carolina. What the fuck?
It's because I was going to North Carolina on a trip, so I was like, okay, maybe that's
okay, but you don't need a passport. You're in the U.S., you know?
You're right.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, I'm going to ask you a few questions from the followers, you know?
Okay.
I have right here. We probably have like 30 more minutes.
Okay.
That's our fault. We went out and, you know, we got a little bit tipsy and stuff.
We had a little drinks.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to get you on the spot.
Okay.
Do you care about a man's body count?
Do I care about a man's body count?
Yeah.
I feel like it depends on what type of man. Like, I don't know. Okay, never mind. Cut that out. I feel like a man will never be honest with his body count, though.
Okay, but...
So it's not like you can even care.
But do you care, though?
Fuck, that's hard. Yes, because if it's like fucking 200, that's crazy. But
what's like the number you're like, that's too much?
Like 30.
30?
Because I have a brother. I'm not trying to put you on blast.
Yeah, I'm putting the bro on this spot.
He's gonna be like, okay, but he's probably gonna be mad. But my brother, I know his I know his body count. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't tell me, but I.
So you think it's bad? So you
no,
think
I
it's
think
bad.
it's really bad. Like, it's super bad because like it's crazy how much. Man, I had a good friend, and he told me his body count, and it was like 110.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but what you still?
You fucked 100 women. So that is crazy.
Okay, would you still go to bed with a man that his body count is over 100?
If he told, well, it's like, I don't know. Is he gonna tell me his body count's 100?
Yeah.
If he told me it was 100, I'd be like, definitely not.
You wouldn't go to bed with him?
No.
Why?
Because his body count's 100, and then I'm skeptical, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't want you to have an STD or anything. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if he told me like, hey, my body count is 100, I personally would be like, okay, well, but it depends if I like him or if I'm just.
You like him a lot.
Sleeping with him. I like him a lot. I wouldn't.
Damn.
No.
What do you think is a lot?
If he was a clean man.
What do you think is a lot on a woman?
What is a lot?
What kind of body count is it a lot on a woman?
I'm gonna get 12. I feel like 25.
25?
Or like 20 is a lot.
I think
20 bodies is crazy.
I think double numbers on a woman is crazy.
Okay.
10 is crazy.
10 is crazy. But it's like men expect women to be less than what they have. Yeah. I don't know why.
Let me tell you why.
Okay, tell me why.
Okay, I've said this before. If me and you go in a room right now, you go in a room with 100 men, and you tell every single man right there, I want to have sex. How many men in there do you think they're going to say yes to you? A lot.
A lot.
If I go to a room with 100 women, and I say, I want to have sex. How many do you think they're going to say yes to me?
Like half of them?
Or less.
Or less.
Yes.
I feel like less. Because they're going to be like,
exactly. So for men to have intercourse is way harder for a woman.
Yeah.
So if a woman has a higher body count than a man, that's crazier.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But then it's so crazy because why do you guys have like 200 bodies? Like 150?
There's men that have that, of course. Yes. Yeah, but...
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's your body count?
It's classified, of course, but it's not crazy at all.
It's not crazy.
It's not crazy at all.
Okay, give us a hint.
Nah, I'm not.
Who wants a hint?
Nah, you put him on the spot, but nah,
Okay.
it's not crazy at all. Only because I don't want to know him as a guy that's been out there like
that's
that.
been around, yeah.
Yeah. Especially with what I do, it could easily be exposed.
Blasted.
Yeah, exactly. So no, it's not crazy at all. I do like to have intercourse with a special someone, and that's it. You know, like I don't want to just put it out there.
So right now in life, where are you at? Like with relationship wise, or like just relationship.
Relationship wise, I'm at a point where I do.
What are you looking for?
Right now, I'm looking for someone who I can actually call a wife. You know, I'm getting old, so I'm at that point where.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
You're not old.
Well, yeah, but I'm pushing. I'm pushing.
Because you're weird or what?
No, I'm just pushing. So I'm at that point where I'm like, I can't be a fuck boy.
Yeah.
You know, I can't
It's
be
like
out there like that. So I gotta be with someone who I see myself with in the future.
Yeah.
You know, I can't be fucking around no more.
It comes to a point where it's like.
I feel like if a man
literally about to hit your 30s,
yeah.
and it's like, why are you looking for something temporary?
Yeah, I feel like if a man is still partying and looking for like temporary intercourse at 30 is like, bro, come on.
Yeah.
You know, like find something good in your life.
I mean, I've met in the bar scene.
Yeah.
I'm gonna expose y'all right now. I'm not gonna expose names, but
say it.
There's men, like grown ass men. Like I'm young, but like grown men that will. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but like you guys come in here and vent to me about like your problems, and I'm okay. But then they'll be like, "Oh, I have a wife," and I'm like, "Okay, well then
go home to her.
What are you doing?" Like. I personally wouldn't want to have a man that's like, even if he's fighting with me, say if I'm in my 30s, if I know that he is going to a bar, it just kind of makes me sick to my stomach because it's like you would want that man to go, your husband, to go to you and vent to you. Why is he going to a bar to have a drink, to vent to these? This is where the world is sick. It's because they vent to the girl at the bar.
Yeah.
But yet they're still flirting with them.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like they're still going, but then they're like, "Oh, I have a wife," and then it's like that's kind of sick.
Like me,
would you do that?
I'll get a little personal right now. Okay, the saddest thing about my life right now is that I work a lot and I go home to silence. You know, I mean, you're in my home right now, but this is what I get home to: nothing.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I wish I could get home to someone already. Someone who's excited to see me. Someone who's proud of me. Waiting for me.
Cooking for you when you get home.
Cooking for me, cleaning for me. I'm going to provide for her. And it sucks that I get home after like long shifts at work and it's like.
There's nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to look for that someone who's there for you. And it's hard as well because of what I do for content as well. But there's good women out there. Still, I do talk about
a lot of... Do you believe in that there's good women out there?
Yes, of course.
Because people say, like, I'm not even from El Paso, but I've heard a lot of men say, like, these women in El Paso are not worthy.
No, there's always good women out there. Yeah. But it depends where you're looking at them and what type of woman you like.
And what they bring.
Yeah, and if you're looking at them at a bar, she's not there.
Yeah.
I would say she's not there. I mean.
That's where I feel like a lot of things don't work out is like these men come to bars and they're looking for women that will want them. No. But it's like these women are coming out because I'm a girl. I go out and yes, I have fun. Like I'm still young, but back then when I would still go out, like I was like.
But you're 21. So are you looking for something serious? Like, are you trying to settle down already or not? You're 21.
Like my situation is I'm looking for somebody because I don't want to say I want to settle down right now because I have a.
So you're trying to fuck around?
No, I'm not trying to fuck around. I have a crazy job where it's like I want to settle down with a man that understands what I'm doing for a living because.
But are you looking for forever or not?
I'm looking for forever. Yes, I am. I promise you I am. But it's rare to find forever because with my job that I have as a bartender, these men do not trust me. And I don't blame them But then again, I feel like if you're dating a bartender, you should know that they're getting their money for a reason.
I would never date a bartender. Want me to tell a secret?
Would you date me if I was a bartender?
No.
Well, I am a bartender.
No, I wouldn't date you.
Why?
Because you're a bartender. And I'll tell you this.
Okay,
I used to date a girl. I used to date a girl.
That was a bartender?
No, she was not a bartender. She used to be a waitress at a certain restaurant. She told me she was going to be a bartender. Mm-hmm. I ended it.
At a restaurant, though?
She used to be a waitress at a restaurant, and she told me, hey, I'm about to be a bartender at a certain place. I ended the relationship.
But it's not like, you have to understand, because I feel like a lot of men, when they think of bartenders, they think of like, they're just doing it for fun. They're just doing it to flirt.
But they still flirt. They still get touched by other men. They still out there.
But you act like they want to be touched by other men.
Well, no, of course not. Of course not. I'm not saying they want to get touched, but the men are still going to touch them.
But
the men are still going to be
like... When I'm bartending, I've dealt with like older men who will literally grip me and be like, babe, can I get another drink? And I'm just like, I feel like...
But I know.
Do you know your girl feels so uncomfortable,
yeah,
though?
But she put herself in that situation by being a bartender. If she was smart enough, she would be like, fuck no, I'm not going to be a bartender because I don't want to put myself in that situation. But what
about... It goes back to like their lifestyle. Like... What if it's like that's what they have to do?
Well, no. I told this girl, you don't have to be a bartender. I told this girl, you don't have to be a bartender. I got you. Mm-hmm. Be a waitress at this place.
Yeah.
But she said, no, I want to make more money. I'm like, nah.
Okay, then.
Nah. And she...
At least you offered. And a lot of men do not
and she's a bartender now. And it's been done. It's been done for months now because I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be dating someone like that. It's just, hell no.
But what if it goes back to where what if, like, that, say if a woman has struggled in her life that you're dating with, like, that you're dating.
Yeah.
And she's bartending for a reason to, like, help out her family. And, yeah, she makes good money, but she's not sleeping with these men. She doesn't accept for these men to touch her. Like, it's not, like, right away, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but...
I mean...
It's not, like... I don't know. Like, she has to do what she has to do to get her money. But it's not like she's sleeping with that person.
But why do you have to go to bartending, though?
Because bartending is fast money. Working hourly fucking sucks because you don't get paid for 2 weeks. Like, me, personally, like, I have a bill literally, like, the next day after I work. Like, I'm a bartender, and I have to pay something the next day. So, if you bartend one day, say if I have a bill paid Wednesday. Tuesday I work, I can pay it off Wednesday. That's why it helps us out as women because it's like we're struggling. Because you men, like, you guys get paid, I don't know how much, but it's easier for us women to just pay a bill like that, like, just quick. And it helps us out.
I get it, but I feel like the things that take a long time are more respected than the things that are, like, gaining, like, a short term.
Yeah.
You know? Like a six-pack, like a man to get, like, a nice body. Mm-hmm. like a high value job, it's more respected than something on the short term.
Well, yeah, because you guys took your time, but it's different for, I don't know why, but it's different now. Like this year, these past years, it's very different the way people get their money now. Like, it's very different.
What do you think about OnlyFans?
What do I think about OnlyFans? Yeah. I know everybody makes money off of OnlyFans. That's what I think. But that's what I know.
Why wouldn't you do OnlyFans?
What I do OnlyFans?
Why wouldn't you?
Cause it's like I have friends who have OnlyFans that they don't even post like their full body. They just do like lingerie, and they make money. They make crazy money. Like I have a friend that like she does Playboy, and she does not post like her, nothing, just lingerie, like in a cute fit, and she makes money off of it. But OnlyFans, I know that these girls like post like their boobs, their butt, their vagina, and I don't want to judge them, but I feel like personally me, I wouldn't do it.
Why? I
have a family that I'm very, very close to, and I'm not saying like these girls don't. But I guess it's just more respect for myself. And I'm not trying to get chewed out, but I personally wouldn't do an OnlyFans. because I wouldn't want, like, I have siblings that love me so much that they watch every step that I do, and I have people that love me and they know that I'm very much worthy than doing that, I guess. And it's not bad because everybody has their own grind in different ways. But I guess it goes back to respect for myself. And I'm not saying these girls don't have respect, but I wouldn't want, like, to be with a man and he's like, well, you're fucking naked. Like, you can see your vagina, you can see your tits.
Yeah, you gotta respect yourself.
Yeah.
You know, definitely. I mean, I always said this: OnlyFans girls are not for me.
How do you feel? Would you date an OnlyFans girl?
No, absolutely not. Fuck no.
I feel like if I was a guy, I wouldn't. But it depends. Like, if it was just a...
No.
Actually, no. Yeah.
Your man should be the only one to see you in bikini, naked. Your butt, your chest, everything. That's it. No one else. Not even for money. That's it. Be respected.
Yeah. But I think it goes back to where, like, everybody's work ethic is very different from, like, it comes to, like, a respect point and respecting themselves. Yeah. But it's crazy because, like, I don't know. I wouldn't do an OnlyFans.
OnlyFans girls are low value women because they want the easy money, you know?
Yeah.
That's it. Strippers.
But do you think about that with bartenders, though?
Bartending is a little bit different, but I still think they're going to the easy route, you know?
Yeah.
And they might do it, and they might do it for a few months, for a year. But you know, there's women who's done it for years and years and years. Come on.
But like, I think the thing is, like, with men, like, I'm not trying to, like, brag about myself or anything, but I used to work at, like, food restaurants, and I'm like, it's good that people still do, I guess, but, like, it helped me out in my life and my family that I went to bartending because it was fast money, because in a 2-week paycheck I made that in 2 days instead of waiting for 2 weeks. I made it in 2 days.
Yeah, but in those 2 days, how many guys flirted with you? How many guys try to touch you? How many guys ask for a number? Your Instagram, you know, you're putting yourself out there. And you got to be nice. You got to give out your Instagram.
There's a difference. Like, I can give somebody my Instagram, but it's like they're visiting to pay my bills. Like, it's not that I'm flirting with them. It's like they're paying my bills. They love to... How many people go out there and just love to have a drink and talk to somebody? A lot of people. So the only reason why I give out my Instagram, or if I even give out my number, is because that person loves to be talked to at the bar. Like, that's why we have bars. Like, they love to be talked to. They love to vent.
Yeah.
And they help us out. They know what they're doing.
We're getting to the last of the podcast right now. We had to cut it a little bit short.
Why?
What questions you got for me? Did you have any questions or not?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Ask me.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
5 years? Holy
4
shit.
years. 4 years. Let's just...
4.
Everybody says 5, but let's just say 4. Do you see yourself doing this? Do you see yourself married? Do you see yourself with kids? Do you want to have kids in 5 years? Like, to touch with your heart, like, what do you want? Like, what do you want?
In 4 years, I definitely see myself with the person now I'm married to or want to get married. You know, I don't see myself doing no more interviews at bars. That's gone. I said by the time I hit 30, that's it. No more. I'm only doing the interviews to expose myself to my podcast. That's pretty much it. Yeah, like I see myself, my podcast growing a lot more at 30. So that way, when I'm 30, I have different type of guests. It's going to go somewhere else, stuff like that. Kids, I do want to have a family, of course. I do want to have at least 2 or 3. You know, I do want to grow with a family, hopefully a boy as well, you know. Like, I want to teach him the things that I was never taught. Yeah. You know, I want that part of my life. You know, it's missing. Like, I want to have little Alex and teach him the things that I know now that I had to.
At least you can give that to your kids because you never had that.
Exactly. So it's like a little, you know, like nail right there I've stuck that I want to teach a little me how to be a man.
Would you say that you're, like, right now, like a man? Would you consider yourself like a grown man?
I consider myself someone who's in progress, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think myself as like I'm super high value man, but I do consider myself high value, because of the things I go for, of the things, my opinions, what I feel about man, the certain women a man should date. And that's what I push for on my podcast. I think that's why a lot of people follow me, because that's what I go for, I don't simp for hosts. I don't simp for bartenders. I don't simp for strippers.
Yeah. What makes you most attracted to a woman? Like, that's like.
Well, you should answer that, because I don't know.
I should answer it?
Yeah. What do you think makes a man more attractive?
What do I think?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like just somebody that wants to take care of you, and I'm not, like I told you, like, not financially, just like wants to help you grow, wants to help you grow your mindset, wants to help you feel comfortable with yourself, your insecurities, like wants to help you like fill in that emptiness that like you can't fill in within yourself, but like he helps you fill it in without judging you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like every man that I'm not saying I've dealt with a lot of men, but just like we've had very much, like as a woman myself, I've had a very much different life from like a lot of men that I've met. And sometimes I feel like that's what affects like the relationship as well, because sometimes they don't understand me. And they're just like, you're so confusing, you're so crazy. But I'm like, you don't know what I've been through. Yeah. And sometimes I've dealt with men that have had an easier life than I've had. And because I feel like everybody thinks that a woman has had an easier life. But it's like sometimes like they've had like as much as a bad life as like a man would have, or a boy would have, girl would have. But yeah, like I feel like what I expect is like just somebody that's going to take care of me and just value me as who I am as a person.
Yeah.
But what?
Well, definitely, I always said a man has a harder route to be a high value man than a girl, because you grow up. They have
a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah, you grow up right now and look at you, like you're attractive, you're beautiful and everything, and it's so easy for you to a man just grab you and be like, I'll take care of you. For a man, it's more hard. You gotta get a good job, get a good car. You
learn have to make
skills.
Sure you have that lifestyle for this woman that you want to be with.
Get a lot of skills. Yeah. Learn experiences. Be a high value man for you to get a good girl.
Yeah.
For a woman, is way different. All you have to do sometimes is just be pretty, and you're gonna get a good man.
But then again, you can get it like it's like, I feel like me, I don't know. It's just confusing because it's like.
Answer this. Would you date? If you go to Whataburger, okay, McDonald's. You go to McDonald's right now. Would you date the cashier?
The cashier?
I don't think you would. Let's be 100% honest. I don't think you would date a McDonald's cashier right now. If me.
It's like, but then it's different because it's like, am I pulling up and I'm like, oh, he's cute.
He's cute. That's it.
Like.
That's it. He's cute. But he's a cashier at McDonald's. I don't think you would date him. But me, as a man, if I go to McDonald's and the cashier is attractive, I want to take care of that person. Yeah. She's beautiful. I want to take care of that. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say.
But women, that's where it goes back to where.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Women usually date for how high value of a man you are.
Yeah.
And men date for how pretty you are, but as long as you're loyal, I'll take care of you. I'll take you out of McDonald's. Yeah. Women don't. Women would never say, oh, he works at McDonald's, I'll take care of him. Fuck no. She's going to be like, well, what does he drive?
Well, it's because.
He's a good man.
Yeah, it's because nowadays, like, I think women just, like, they want to, like, I want to be taken care of, and I'm not. Yeah.
And you wouldn't date the McDonald's guy. You wouldn't, because that's how he's a McDonald's guy,
It's not his fault that he's a McDonald's guy. I mean, you start somewhere, but I mean, I feel like I'm a little older, so I feel like I've gone to places where I know the
so you want to date someone
like 17 or 20.
Okay, exactly. So you want to date someone who experienced, who has like skills, who has like, his shit together.
Yeah.
And men don't. Men date.
And that's where it falls back on you guys, because you have to put it together to where it's like,
men have to work harder.
Sure this woman is secure.
Men have to work harder.
Yeah.
As in from women. Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, back to where you had interviewed me, like, what's a positive about men is like they're hard workers. Like, and I'm not saying like all of them, like, yes, most men, because a lot of men have been brought onto this earth and they know that they have to take care of a woman, like a family. So they have to grow into that manly mode and have that manly motivation for their future. And it's not their future, it's the future that's when the woman comes into their life.
100%. Anything else
Yeah.
you got?
I have a question for you.
Oh, well, he can't really talk. He
Okay.
doesn't have a mic, but
I'll bring it to him.
oh yeah, okay, go ahead. Ask him. Ask. He's my security. Yeah. Okay, get close to Alexis. Okay. That's my boy right there. Do you want to be on it? Remember, you sure?
Okay.
Depending on the question.
Okay.
You have to speak loud though.
That,
All right.
I got you.
Do you believe in love right now?
Yes, I do.
What's your body count?
Do you believe in love, Alexis?
I do. Yeah. I do believe in love, and I hope I find love.
What's love?
What's
You
love
could
to me?
describe it.
What I think is love is somebody that's going to be with you at your worst, to your best, and just support you. And obviously with love, like, people think it comes easily, but it's like you literally have to deal with their, like, as, like, I'm gonna have to deal with this man's problems. You know, I'm gonna have to deal with him being sassy. I'm gonna have to deal with him complaining. But I'm still gonna love him. That's what love is. Just like vice versa. He's gonna have to deal with me and my attitude and things that he doesn't like about me. But love is where you understand somebody and you go through it with them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what becomes love. Like, I feel like that's love.
I feel like love is an emotional attachment. You know, love is someone who you go out on your date and you think about them and you smile. You know, someone who you're excited to see after a long day, after a stressful day. Someone who as soon as they touch you, you feel at peace.
You just feel.
You know, someone who you could be open with, someone you could be vulnerable with, someone you can trust as a best friend and as a lover.
Trust is a big thing, because you can imagine just like thinking you're in love and then you just vent all this stuff to them and then they just throw it in your face. It's like that's where the trust isn't, because like I feel like as a man, like, you should understand no matter what. Like, don't throw anybody's problems back to a woman. Like,
I mean, vice versa. Don't throw man's problems into his face, you know, because he will never open up to you ever again. So
would you guys say, like, as a man, you guys have a big ego? You guys are not vulnerable with your feelings?
We men, I'll tell you this right now, a man will never be 100% honest with you. He's going to be maybe 40% of how he actually feels. He's going to tell you less than half of his issues, less than half of his stress. He's never going to tell you 100%. Not because he doesn't want to bombard you with other things he's going through. Is because we just want to keep it in. Yeah. And we want to make you happy. And that's what we care about. We just, as a man, we just don't want to
put your problems on
exactly us women. Because you should be the happy, unstressful person in our life. You know, you shouldn't know.
I have a brother, like an older brother, like I look up to him and everything. And honestly, I've only seen him cry like twice in my entire life. And it makes me emotional, because it's like, as a man, I would want that man that's for me to be vulnerable with me.
He'll never be.
But I look back to my brother, and it's like he's supposed to be that figure that's like protecting me, to guide me, to be there for me. And he can't, because he needs to show that he's strong, and he can't show his emotions, because when a woman looks at the weakness of it all, it's
you ask your man right now, how are you doing? And he's always going to say, good. I'm doing good. Mm-hmm. Deep down, he's going through it. Yeah. No. Yeah. And it's something you guys got to understand, because we'll never be as vulnerable as you are. What are you going to say?
And you know why not? We don't disclose.
Why?
Because let's say, for example, right now I'm going through a hard time. Yeah, I tell you right now.
Yeah.
Down the road, you're gonna use that as ammunition to come at us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we're like, whenever you ask us, hey, how are you feeling? Whatever. It's either I'm good, I'm fine. That's it. Even if something is killing us, because we know down the road you're gonna use it.
Yeah. Which is true, because I've been guilty of that myself. Like, I've been a gaslighter before. I've been like, oh, well, you told me this, and you told me how you felt, and you feel about this and that. Yeah. But then again, I have an older brother, so when I first saw him cry, I was like, damn, that shit hurt because this man is supposed to be, you know, I'm supposed to look up to him. And then he's crying and I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But we should more understand your guys' feelings. And you guys should
100%.
be more vulnerable.
Yeah. Well.
But then they take advantage. I know there's women that take advantage.
We're already at the end of the podcast. I want to thank you for being here. You know, it's our first podcast with the new name, new logo, new everything.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you for being here. I don't know if you want to give your social medias real quick, where they can find you and everything.
You can find me. Just kidding. I don't really care, but my Instagram is ELEXUSMIERA.
Okay.
I don't really care.
You only have an Instagram? That's it?
I just have an Instagram.
Okay. Well.
But you guys better not be mean to me in the comments.
No,
nah, just kidding.
I think after the podcast, people will understand you a lot more. You know.
Maybe, yeah.
And I mean, I appreciate being here. You know.
I
by the way,
I'm very thankful because I'm very like antisocial. But it feels good to just be here and just vent about things that I don't talk about to other people. And I'm happy to hear your words of wisdom and your life somewhat. I don't know your full life, but a lot of people need to normalize like doing this because it helps one another.
Well, yeah.
And I hope you all grow from this. And you're great.
All right. Well, this is the Majestic Podcast.
Majestic.
That's the new name.
What's the name?
Majestic
Podcast.
Majestic Podcast with the guest Alexis right here.
Alexis. And
I'm Alex, you know. So, thank you guys for watching. We'll bring more guests during the week. I'm sorry I haven't been consistent on my podcast. It's just been rough. You know, it's been rough. I've been working a lot of things, working on myself. So I'll be more consistent now. I love the name now. The name doesn't hold any. No one holds the name no more. It's my own name now. You know, I used to work with other people, and they're gone.
You gotta do it yourself,
which is good. You know, I push the negative people out of my life now, and this is only me. So it's gonna run my way now. So appreciate you guys. Remember, don't take shit too seriously. I'm Alex Majestic. Alexis
he loves you. I love you guys.
See you guys later.
Bye.